Right after the race, the Elite Women 10K International Women's Challenge here at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. We talked about that at the Open. It is the Festival of Speed and also the International Women's Challenge. And here it is coming your way now. The riders will break into turn 1 and 2. And again, Jason, they'll have to set up the field until they hear the bell lap to get going.
That's right. They're going to get a free lap here.
And in this race, Ashley Kimmett, Joanna Wurzmer, Veronica Martinez, Kim Geist, Liz Reeb-Carlson, Catherine Cheatley, Michaela Anderson, Mafani Galloway, Kate Verno, Brody Stewart, Shelby Eck, Lara Feinberg, Lara McConney, Davinia Summers, Colleen Golick, Nina Santiago, Kate Pacholny, and a couple other riders. We don't want to miss any of the field out there. All working hard. The last one is Mary Costello. So one of those women is going to ride to the front and take this championship. And with that, we're going to take it down to a championship announcer herself. It's Kristen Mayer. There you have it. And Jason, we talk about it every week if you're watching this broadcast. What great riders we have here. International riders. You get the interviews. And I find the riders to be very open, very friendly. You know, exactly what you saw there in the interview is what you get from these cyclists.
The Valley Preferred Cycling Center is truly an international venue here for riders from all around the world. Sometimes we take it for granted, but boy, you know, what a great place. I've never heard a rider say, yeah, I don't like it in T-Town. I mean, this place is world famous. Everybody likes to come here. Great spot to race your bike. Everybody appreciates coming here to T-Town.
And pushing the field here is one of the Australian riders, one of the young riders on their team. That's Anderson. We've heard her name a couple times this summer. She's got a little bit of a lead now on the field. Not quite a quarter of the track, although she's going to head into turn 4 with that lead. They've got 25 laps to go. And Anderson's going to take the lead for some of those laps. Now looks like she's cruising a little bit.
Michaela Anderson has raced so well here. She's just a junior rider, but boy, she's been beating up on some of the senior women out here this season. She's done a very good job racing here at the Velodrome, and I know she appreciates riding here at Trexlertown.
So there she is, holding down that lead. The rest of the pack now tries to pull her in, and it's going to be a preem lap with 25 to go. And now we're going to go trackside again to Kristen Mayer with another special guest, I'm sure. Have it, the Australians a little dominant tonight. Greg Norman getting them all excited with the Australians, you know, back in that British Open. So the riders want to represent Australia well, and they're doing a nice job. And as you said, Jason, this really a good season for them to come here because it would be tougher racing in the cold of Australia right now.
That's right. Bicycle racers, they hate the cold weather. When you got to put on like every piece of clothing that you own just to go out on your bike, that's not a good thing. You'd rather come here where it's hot and humid.
So there you have it, folks. All you locals that aren't liking the weather, the Australians are coming here. They're eating it up. Anderson right now holding down that lead. She's been doing so for a couple of laps. Has Michaela Anderson for 7 laps. She's been out there in that lead.
Jim, we should mention a lot of our local riders here at T-Town, they do the opposite thing. In our winter, they will go to Australia. They'll race down there, and they basically get the endless summer.
A little bit of a trade-off there, and here comes Anderson. She's going to lead for an 8th lap now. We've got 20 laps to go. You know, it's always amazing. You wonder if they can keep up that pace. I think a couple of weeks ago we did have somebody who took the lead and was able to maintain and win. I can't remember who that was. It was one of the male riders.
Zach Bell, I think, who's a very good rider off the front like that. He can basically time trial on the track. Very strong rider. Sometimes it happens. You take the chance. It takes a lot of energy, but every so often you'll see riders lap the field. Bobby Lee did it on Tuesday night.
Partner, you're like a cycling encyclopedia.
Great stuff out here.
Now we'll have a rider overtake Anderson for a spell, and actually the field now looks like they're going to reel in both of the leaders. That was number 22. That was Davina Summers takes the lead, but now the pack catches both of the leaders, Summers and Anderson. And we'll get a new winner.
Over in turn number 3 now, Team Australia.
Now someone else going to try to break away from the pack. And now the Aussies, now they look like they have a pattern to do this.
Wait to get back here out on the velodrome, and look at this. She's off the front, and behind her she has some of the best women cyclists in the world chasing after her. So Kim Geist back to normal.
She's got a half-track lead, Jason. See if she can keep it. And there you see her. She just took a look back to see where she was. But now the field is definitely coming after her, trying to reel her in. Closed a little bit on that half-track lead. 10 laps to go, double digits. Geist is going to take it down to 9. Will hold that lead. Tough to ride out there alone by yourself. There she is. Kim Geist, the lone wolf, takes the lead. Breaking through. Now 9 laps to go. Geist still holds down the lead, but the field has closed in on her. Not by much, although.
Seems like the field just is not organized. Nobody seems to want to take the lead. And that slows the field down. That's good news for Kim Geist. She can just keep that steady pace going.
It'll be 8 laps to go. Now a few riders actually take themselves out of the field. They've gotten a little bit closer. Another rider there we see coming in line and 4. She's leading now for the 10th lap is Geist. The rest of the field, though, now they're coming on, try and reel her in. It's about a quarter track lead.
We have 4 riders in the field now that look like they're working together a little bit more. They're a little bit more organized. You'll see the rider at the front, when she comes into the turn, she'll swing up. She'll let the rider behind her come through, and then she can take a little bit of a break. But that's bad news for Kim Geist. If they start getting organized in the field, that's going to be bad news for her.
7 laps to go for Geist. The field has closed in on her. Geist at her 11th lap to be leading. So she'll come around for the lead for 12. See if she can hold it. 7 laps to go. She's had the lead for 12. But now definitely the field, Jason, whatever you said has worked. Maybe they've got headsets on down there. But the organization has got them a little bit closer. Now she's back only to that quarter track lead. Now what's going through Geist's mind? Can she pick up the pace still, do you think?
Her philosophy right now is just keep it steady. Just keep going. Hopefully the field is not going to be organized. Nobody's going to work together in the field. If that happens, if nobody can stay organized there in the field, Kim Geist could win this race.
So Geist out in front now, but the field again closing in on her as she heads into turn 3 and 4. Here she comes. She'll come across the line again. 5 laps to go. Can Kim Geist hold on? 13th lap that she's been leading. But now the rest of the field tries to haul her in. The field trimmed a little bit. A few riders did drop out of the race.
And at the front of the field, Ashley Kimmett took her pull. We haven't talked about her yet. Ashley's been kind of tucked into the field. We'll see what happens if Kim Geist gets caught. I don't know. Maybe our Rider of the Year from last year will get a win here tonight.
A good shot of the working legs of Kim Geist. We just saw a shot as she goes by around that far side. 4 laps to go. Geist has led for a lot of them. Shot down low. Geist goes past the morning call sign there. You see Gary Block is here covering the race for the call.
And Ashley Kimmett now coming out of the field. She puts the hammer down here. Ashley figures if the field can't catch Kim Geist, maybe I can do it by myself.
Here comes Kimmett now as she does try and will reel in Geist. That seems to have charged up the rest of the field. Kimmett's going to catch her. 3 laps to go. Boy, and your heart goes out to Kim Geist, Jason. She just couldn't hang on to that lead, being out there all by herself. Now 2 more riders will take Geist, and somebody coming big time over the top.
One of the Cheerwine riders there, rider number 12, Catherine Sheetley. Is going to take control of the race. Kim Geist, just get a wheel, just catch your breath a little bit, relax, and hopefully in the sprint maybe you can come back.
2 laps to go. Geist has fallen back. We've got some new leaders out there. Now I think they may lap the field. I think on this rider coming across. This is not the lead rider if we got a shot of her coming over. Here they come. The riders go across. Is that rider 72? Hard to see. I think rider told Cheatley there.
Laura McCoffey there. She was at the front.
Here comes the rider over the top now as they hit into 3 and 4.
Kayla Anderson, she was at the front of this race at the beginning. We'll see if she can out-sprint and win this race, but that's not going to happen. Arma Coffey there, she did an excellent night's worth of riding there. She won the sprints, and looks like she's going to win that 30-lap